Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk with Big B. And guess what? Week one is over. Your boy didn't do too good. End up getting 7 wrong. 9 or 7 is what I came out to be in week one. I don't even know what to say. It was pretty bad. Couple of them, your boy just guessed wrong, and some of them just came out of left field, But I guess I gotta say it. Hey, did you see what those Saints did to Green Bay? Jeez, I was wrong. I gotta say it. Yeah, I said it. I was wrong. Didn't see that coming. I can't lie about that. But on to the week 2. But before I get into that, hit those links on the screen. Follow those. Subscribe to those. Email, like, share, and subscribe. And if you like the video, thank you. Also, before I start talking about week 2, my NFL week 2 picks. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. The Rockets are talking about buying John Wall's contract out, and they're just gonna go with the young guns. I wholeheartedly agree with this. You got Jalen Green, you got KP, Kevin Porter Jr., you got Jayshawn Tate, Christian Wood, that new guy from Turkey. I'd say you run with that little young nucleus and let them grow together. Now, of course, you're going to need some old heads to come off of the bench, some old role players, to kind of guide them, but they don't have to be expensive as John Wall is. That's all I'm saying. On to week 2, because last week's video went kind of long, so I'm going to try to fire through these. Thursday night's game tonight. New York versus Washington. Rivalry game. Gotta go with Washington. Better defense. Henny's at the helm now. They should pull it out. Hopefully they don't have sewage flowing on the fans again. Yeah, that's what happened in the Washington Stadium. Old stadium. Sewage on fans. Disgusting. That's why I don't like those guys. Cincinnati and Chicago. Gonna roll with Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, Chase, my boy Tyler Boyd. They've got it. They've got a decent defense. If they can keep Mac away from Burrow, it's gonna be a long night for the Bears. We got Cleveland versus the Texans. I think Cleveland's gonna get their first win. Almost had their first win last week. But the Texans, what they did to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I hope they enjoyed that for a week. Got their celebration in, because it might be a long time before you have another celebration like that. LA versus the Colts. The Rams versus the Colts. I'm going with the Rams with a very good quarterback in Matt Stafford. A great defense. Yeah, those guys are good. Colts have a good defense, but they have Carson Wentz. I don't really have any faith in that guy, so gonna go with the Rams on that one. Buffalo and Miami. Buffalo get their first win. Hey, with this Colts guy, but Pittsburgh pulled it out last week. Good job to those guys, because that was one of my picks I had wrong, and I had to eat crow on that one. Steelers pulled it out. Maybe Big Ben has more in the tank than I thought he did. I digress. New England versus the Jets. No matter who's at the helm at quarterback, no matter what receivers they have, no matter what running backs they have, New England always beats the Jets. It's not, it's not something that's going to change. Unless Belichick leaves, they do a complete gutting of the team. The Jets just can't beat New England. So I'm going to stick with that. San Francisco versus Philly. Interested in this game. Jay in the Bay. I need y'all to take care of business. The Eagles look stupendous against my boy Big Low Country Sports, the Falcons. I don't think that's gonna be a regular occurrence. No offense to you, guy, but Atlanta's really not that good of a team. They haven't been for a good while. So I've got to roll with Jay in the Bay, those 49ers, to do what they do, win games, no matter who's at running back. Mostert went down. It doesn't matter. Those guys just plug one in and they get it going. It's the 49ers. They're solid on each side of the field. They will win this game. Pittsburgh versus Vegas. The fluke that happened on Monday night. Vegas winning in the last seconds of the game. Those guys get one of those every year, don't they? And it looks like it's pretty much the same play. They hit them with a heavy blitz, and then Carr just throws one over the top. It's crazy. It happens the same way every time. That's not going to happen this game. I'm just going to let you know that. Pittsburgh will probably have it way out of hand, well within their grasp before fourth quarter. It's probably just going to be a couple of knees or something. Pittsburgh gets the ball back on an interception from David Carr. Big Ben, he probably just put his back up in to do a couple of knees. The game will be over. I don't see it being a shootout or anything like that. Another easy game. New Orleans, after what they did to Green Bay, I really don't think the Panthers with Sam Darnold stand a chance. If they're going to play like that all season, their division, at least two of the teams in their division don't stand a chance. The other team, they do. But that's 4 wins. If they play anything like they played against Green Bay all season, that's 4 wins, easy. The other 2 that they'll have to play against Tampa Bay, I don't know. I have to see that matchup. Very interested to see how Jameis stacks up. How he handles the pressure. But on to the next game. Denver versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville goes 0-2. Denver does it again. It's not much I can say about that. Neither of these teams are going to be in the playoffs, so I don't want to talk about them too long. Minnesota versus Arizona. Arizona put the smack down. They'll smack it down last week, and they'll do it again this week. But Minnesota has a little more firepower than your average sorry team. So look for Minnesota to keep this game a little closer than it should be. I don't know. They just do it. Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. It's a divisional game. Anything can happen except Tampa Bay losing to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry, Bigelow. You know it's true. It's not happening, bro. Tampa Bay wins this convincingly. The D-Town, Dallas versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, I like Justin Herbert. Last week, you beat up on, a Washington team that doesn't have what we have on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think your team can handle what we're coming with. But then again, my team also plays down to their competition a lot. So I say Dallas wins, and it's going to be closer than it should be. That's just what they do. They play up when they're playing a big team. Then when they're playing someone sorry, they let them stay too close. Hate it, but it's a fact of life for me. So, I just deal with it. Tennessee versus Seattle. Tennessee let me down. Let me down bad. And they gonna let me down again. As long as Derrick Henry gets these yards though, I'm fine. Seattle wins this game. Not a blowout. I think they're gonna have a little more respect for themselves. But maybe, just maybe, Derrick Henry gets a couple of touchdowns. I'm just saying. Kansas City versus Baltimore. And Kansas City makes Baltimore 0-2. I hate for you to start the season off like that, Lamar. But God talking. You have any more bad luck? That you could have at least been 1-1 if you'd have took care of business last game. But I digress. Detroit versus Green Bay. Green Bay gets in the win column. Easy. I don't even know why this is a Monday night game, but it's going to happen. Green Bay is going to have quite a few touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers to Jones. Aaron Rodgers to Jones. Aaron Rodgers to Jones. Hey, here's some little Adams for you. Oh, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. And that's what's going to happen. A lot of that. If you like what you see, you like what you saw, hit me up on socials that are on the screen right now. On these socials that are on the screen right now. Post, repost, share, like, all that good stuff. And continue to like, get in comments. And I'll see you guys later. Sports Talk with Big B's up.